All right, episode 2.
Episode 2. And we're talking about a little movie. You might have heard of it. It's called Aladdin.
You might have heard
You
of it.
might have heard of this one.
Maybe.
This was like my favorite Disney movie growing up. If I'm being honest, I really liked this and Mulan a lot.
Why'd you like
Also,
Aladdin? I know you told me you like Mulan because of all the battles.
I like the battles in Mulan and
Not a whole lot
a
of
lot of
battles
funny
in
shit.
Aladdin though.
I guess not. I don't know. Maybe I liked the genie.
It was Robin Williams.
Genie's fun.
Robin Williams is what made this movie good.
Yeah. Not to get on a dark note too quick, but oh boy, I was sad when he died. Remember that shit? I was like, damn, genies.
Yeah.
They got the genie.
They got the genie.
This shit.
They fucking got him.
It's not fair, you know?
It's like some sniper sitting out like, I got him.
Yeah, give him Parkinson's. All right. Well, I got my Parkinson's gun today.
Your Parkinson's gun.
He had Parkinson's. Robin Williams did.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He didn't. He did. Sad guy. But anyway, enough of this gloomy shit. Let's talk about Aladdin.
Talk about the fucking the good shit, the bizarre shit.
The good shit. We're talking about bizarre. It has multiple meanings here because you could call some of the events of the film bizarre. You could also say that they take place in a bizarre marketplace.
It's wordplay.
Sort of a wordplay type thing going on here. If you don't get it, it's fine. All I'm saying is, I would still probably rank this as one of my favorite Disney movies, if I'm being honest.
I'm gonna be honest. Too much singing for my taste.
Yeah, but you don't like any singing.
I don't like any singing.
I'm okay.
Like, if there's singing in a film, it better be like very comedic, like not the type of shit that's in Aladdin. Like the whole new.
There was comedic singing in here. Like, what about the fucking genie?
Yeah, no, that's why I like the genie. I was saying the genie was like the only part of this movie I truly enjoyed was whenever he said or did anything.
We watched Moana last week, and that movie had a ton of singing.
Yeah, I didn't mean I liked it.
You gave it an 8 out of 10 on the pod.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with the singing.
Okay, so
it had to do with The Rock.
Fair enough. I think that the singing in this movie, I'm not a musical expert, definitely. I'm not a Broadway show kind of guy. I think it's decent, you know. Aside from obviously I like the shit where Robin Williams genie's singing. He's fun.
Wait, who you said the guy that played Aladdin was just like some no-name voice actor?
He was like a voice actor. Actually, I think
singing for a no-name voice actor.
I think he was on Full House.
Well, then that's probably not as much of a no-name. I feel like
no, he wasn't like a main guy.
A main guy?
He wasn't one of the main guys on Full House.
I'm looking at some side guy.
Look up who
the fuck played
Aladdin. My guess is he hasn't done that much since.
I don't know how to. Oh, there we go. Who was Aladdin in the animated movie? God, my keyboard's so fucking loud. Scott. Yeah, who the fuck is Scott Wiener?
Scott Weinger.
Who is this man?
Check up.
Yeah, Full House. Yeah, he looks like some random boyfriend that showed up for like a couple episodes. You know, she realized she wasn't into him. He was a little too overbearing.
No lie, he is not as good looking as Aladdin.
No,
he's kind of a weird looking dude.
I mean, as far as animated characters go, Aladdin's definitely a very attractive.
This movie's full of attractive people.
Well, yeah, they're all just like they all look buttery smooth because they're fucking they're animated.
They look like fucking supermodels. Every last one of them.
There's no. You don't draw wrinkles in on Aladdin.
Nah. Nor on Jasmine. But we'll get to her later. Check what else Scott Weinger was in. I'm kind of curious now.
Let's look up what Scott Weinger was in. IMDb. Here we go. Scott Weinger, known for Fuller House. Oh, he's in Fuller House, so he got to be in both of those.
Oh, he's doing good then.
Aladdin, Gallivant. Really, he's in Gallivant. I've never seen that.
Blackish.
My girlfriend's really into that shit. She's really
Gallivant?
She's into. Isn't Gallivant one of those like a real singing type movie?
I think so.
I don't know. I sound like a fucking idiot right now.
No,
a singing type movie.
I believe it is a musical.
A musical type movie.
Musical type movie, yeah.
Musical.
Classic musical.
Yeah, no, that's what cows go to. Musical.
Yeah, well, anyway, Scott Weinger and his
like
checkered career. Yeah, his checkered career aside.
This guy did not give a fuck about. He went into the game and he was like, "I got some money, I'm out."
Well, he was in a lot of Aladdin spin-offs.
Are these all Aladdin spin-offs that
He
he
was
was
in
in? Is that what
Kingdom
these are?
Hearts. He was in a bunch of Disney video
Okay,
games.
yeah,
He was in a bunch of
actually, yeah.
shit like
He was
that.
in
Just doing
Scrubs.
Aladdin
He
again and
was in
again.
a episode of Scrubs.
Oh, dude, this guy. Poor guy. Well, either way, I enjoy Aladdin. I think it's one of the better Disney movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's get
So
into
yeah,
the
let's get
story.
what's happened at the very beginning. At the very beginning, dude's trying to steal some bread.
Well,
and,
actually, we had to start before that because at the very beginning, at least on the Disney Plus version we watched, there's a warning that this film contains outdated
yeah,
racial stereotypes.
yeah, outdated racial stereotypes, which I don't know what they are from the film. I don't know what those stereotypes are that bizarres exist, because that's not a stereotype. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Maybe the shapes of the buildings. The shapes they chose were all very, like you can fucking.
The only
prove
reason,
that.
I mean, it's just that it was made by white people is the only reason that they
Yeah,
put
no,
that
that's
at the
the
beginning.
problem. It was made by white people, so
Yeah. Which the
it's
same people
cultural
who
appropriation. I
well, the
believe.
same people who made this made Moana. Like literally, Moana has the same directors as Aladdin. So it's like, why
Yeah.
didn't they put that?
Shit hasn't changed.
Why didn't they put that on Moana? That's all I'm
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah, no, it just goes to show that if people scream loud enough, you have to put a disclaimer on your shit.
Just goes to show. I'm not going to get all alt right here, but I think we need to storm the Capitol again. That's the last thing I'm going to say.
I don't think we did a good enough job the first time.
I mean, there's still a Capitol
only
building.
one girl died, and it was one of our own.
I'm sorry, I haven't been to Washington D.C. recently. Is there still a Capitol building?
Is there still a Capitol building?
If there is, then I say we failed at our mission, QAnon.
Yeah, I think the walls were supposed to fall.
Yeah.
Supposed to be like in the Bible.
Supposed to tear down the palace and restore the rightful God Emperor Trump.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting a little off track here. Aladdin is a charming musical fairy tale that starts with a few minutes of Jafar trying to like sneak into some cave or something.
Yeah, well, okay, wait, hold on. Jafar trying to see. No, he gets some fat idiot dude who steals another piece for him to get this thing that I assume is like a tracker. It shows you where the lion cave is. The fucking what?
That cave.
Yeah,
that has a big lion mouth.
The big lion head or some shit. And he gets the fat guy to like go in there to get the what is it called? Can't think of
the
words.
lamp.
The lamp. And you have to be like Captain America to get in there. You have to be of just.
You have to be very morally sound.
You have to be very morally sound to get in there. And that thing immediately ate him. Immediately.
Yeah, Jafar didn't get a good guy for the first go bound. But
yeah, it turns out the guy that stabs people to get you things isn't a good guy.
Yeah, turns out. But then we get to Agrabah, kingdom, I guess, and Aladdin's there, and he's singing a song about
a song about stealing bread.
Head of the bread line, gotta still live, gotta eat still, or have the time.
I really like your singing there. I think it's perfect.
You.
I think it's exactly
I'm
what it was.
auditioning for Aladdin on Broadway, so I'm trying to, get my pipes nice and ready.
Gotta say though, if you want to steal bread, don't sing about it while you're doing it.
That's always the weird thing about musicals is that people just all
they
just
join
all
in the
join
singing.
in the song. I mean, that's like an old point, but it's just funny. Like if you heard someone singing outside,
I never got the logic of it.
Well, there is no logic. It's just like, oh, Lane, there's someone singing outside right now. Let's.
I'm singing
outside. Try and put on a show.
Going down the road, singing about shit.
Singing about bread
out here.
Singing about bread, stealing bread. Well, if you steal a loaf
bread
of bread
from a neighbor, doesn't suspect the thing.
Stealing bread in Tuscaloosa.
Gonna steal that bread. Anyways.
Yeah, anyway. Well, you're going great. So we got people stealing bread, Aladdin specifically. And
not cash, bread.
Not cash. And he gets away, and then he meets this chick who turns out to be Sultan's daughter, Jasmine.
Yeah, the Princess Jasmine.
Princess Jasmine.
I feel like you should say her name like she's a stripper walking on stage. Princess
Hey, yo, we got ladies and gentlemen, and I mean the gentlemen, we got Princess Jasmine up in her. It's her 19th birthday, y'all, so you be sure to give her some cash.
Give her some cash, because she got a baby.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he meets, and she's pretending to be just a commoner because she is pissed at her dad for trying to get these idiot princes to marry her,
Mhm.
and she
She's
meets this
pissed.
guy, and she's like, I like what this guy's going on. He has literally nothing.
She's got no money. She likes like a grungy kind of guy.
Yeah.
She likes Kurt
Yeah,
Cobain.
no, if she was around today, she'd be like, I'm into grunge.
Yeah, she would like a real kind of like
Yeah,
trashy kind of guy.
she'd dye her hair black,
Yeah, no,
get
she'd be
black
into that.
nails.
She loves that stuff, and I love her for it. I'm very attracted to
I
Princess
mean, I think
Jasmine.
that energy is what attracts me to her.
Yeah, me too. But
Yeah.
also, she does look like a supermodel. Is the thing.
Yeah, no, that's the best grunge girls, the ones that look like supermodels, but they also look like they'll stab you in your sleep.
Okay, good to know. Good to know where your tastes lie. Um, all right. Well,
Anyways,
continuing with
again.
with the story. You know, I've met your girlfriend. She does not have stab you in your sleep energy.
Yeah, you haven't met her enough.
Okay. Well,
You haven't
know.
spent a long time with her.
yeah, she's been pretty nice every time I've met her. I've never felt afraid.
That's how she gets you. Anyhow, so he meets Princess Jasmine. They escape from like the guys trying to get them or whatever, because the guy, I say the guys, the guards or whatever, they think that she was trying to steal. She wasn't, and he like helps her get away. And
Right.
then,
Yeah.
but then that evil dude, what's his name? The guy with the snake
Jafar.
staff, Jafar.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Jafar.
All right.
Yep. Good old Jafar.
I'd call him if I was growing up with him. I'd be like, "You're a Jafart."
Nah.
Like, I'd be like, "Haha, you're a Jafart."
Be like, shut the fuck up. I'm planning.
That's
on
probably what made him
stealing the
want to like.
kingdom."
Yeah, that's what made him want to steal the kingdom.
Yeah, Jafart.
Kids called him Jafart, and he was like, "I will kill you all."
That's pretty stupid. That's
It's so
yeah.
stupid.
So Aladdin gets thrown in the slammer. He's in jail.
Yeah.
And Jafar in disguise comes up to him and he's like, "You can get out of prison if you get me."
Let's be
Aladdin."
clear. He was disguised as like a creepy old dude.
He's
With like,
disguised as like a crackhead.
yeah, he
Yeah.
literally looked like a crackhead.
Right. And the two of them go into the desert and they find this cave and they go into it. Well, no, Aladdin goes into the
Yeah,
cave.
no, yeah.
And
He goes up to the
Stay
cave
out.
and he's like, "I am Aladdin." And the guy's like, "You can enter, but don't touch anything. Don't you fucking touch
don't
anything."
touch anything.
And he's like,
Except
"Okay, I
the
won't
lamp.
touch anything." All right, jeez.
Mm-hmm. And he gets the lamp, but that fucker. Oh, we haven't mentioned Abu, his cute sidekick monkey.
Oh, if you don't know Abu, then missing out. for sure.
You know Abu. Abu is a friend of mine. He's a friend of yours. He's a good guy.
He's
Real
he's
stand-up
the
dude.
monkey with snake hands.
Yeah, and
He's good at stealing.
He steals. Are snakes good at stealing?
No, I don't know. They
Sneaky
slithery, they
hands.
sneak. I don't
Sure,
know.
sneaky
Because a snake,
hands.
you never know a snake's there until it's fucking there.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been like, "Oh yeah, that snake coming from a mile away"? No, the snake
they're-
is there, and you freak out.
They blend in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Good debate.
Aladdin steals the fucking lamp, and they try to get out of the cave, but Abu steals.
Yeah, the problem
our
is
darling,
Abu,
he
this
steals
fucking snake
the
bitch.
fucking. Don't shit on Abu. He's like
Listen, Abu's retarded, and that's how that all ended up happening. But
he's a likable guy.
it ended fine. I'm not gonna be like Abu's a piece of shit. He's
don't
just
gotta-
he's a stupid monkey.
I got a front on Abu. Abu's all right.
He's stupid.
Friend of mine, friend of yours. I'm not gonna shit on my man Abu. That's my man. That's my man's though. Anyway, they get out, or actually no, they don't, because Jafar tries to stab Aladdin, but then they get away, and like Aladdin's trapped in the cave.
Well, the monkey. Well, okay. The whole thing starts crashing, and the magic carpet takes them up, and gets hit by a rock. But he like makes it to the edge, right? And the guy's like, "Give me the lamp." He's like, "Take my hand." He's like, "First, give me the lamp."
Classic, throw me the idol, I throw you the
Yeah.
whip. No time to argue.
That
Situation.
bullshit.
Classic Indiana
like,
Jones.
We need no time to argue. We spent 10 seconds
Like-
arguing
it's
about
like,
this.
we can argue about it a little bit. I
Like,
mean,
this is about my life.
I'm dying either way.
I'm
frankly.
gonna argue for a second.
Yeah. So they get out,
Yeah.
or they meet the. Wait.
Well,
This is my favorite character, and everybody's. We meet the genie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, classic.
Because the monkey takes the lamp back from the guy, and they fall into the hole, and then they end
Yes.
up trapped with the genie.
Yes, they meet Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams,
God, it makes me want
and-
to cry every time I hear his voice now that he's dead.
Yeah, me too, man. He's great in this movie. He's like the best part. No debate in my mind.
Big part of childhood movies.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Robin Williams was in so many fucking classics. Did you ever watch Jumanji?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Not that good except for everything with Robin Williams.
That's how I feel
He's
about this
great.
movie.
He's okay, yeah. That's how I feel about most movies that he's in. He wasn't in a bunch of great movies, but he was
Like,
always
whenever
the
he's
best
not in a
part.
scene, you're like, this isn't even
You're
funny
like,
now.
this is kind of boring.
Yeah.
But he's always the best part of any movie he's in, is the thing. So yeah, he's great in this. Classic performance as the genie. He can't really sing, but he has a big fun musical number anyway where he's like, you know, yeah, you never had a friend like me, you know, classic shit. And
I'll make you a prince, kid.
Aladdin. This is my favorite part of the movie. Because Aladdin, we realize he's a born hustler.
Yeah.
He is a born hustler.
Yeah, he's good at
Genie
hustling.
is like, he's laying down the rules. He's like, you only get 3 wishes. And Aladdin, you know, he pulls some
mindfuck
reverse
shit.
psychology shit. He pulls some
Yeah.
Freud shit. He's saying like,
Well, first you
well,
gotta get out of this fucking place, right?
he's like, you probably couldn't even do that, bitch.
Yeah, and Genie's like, well, I'll get us out of this place. And then,
I'm gonna get you out of here.
yeah, and
I'm gonna
then,
get out of the cave. Ooh,
gonna get out of the cave and then you'll get high.
Oh, you think I can't do it? What are you retarded?
Oh,
I'm Genie.
I'm an all-powerful genie.
And then they get out, and he's like,
He's like, you got
fast,
fast.
Genie. I technically
Well,
didn't wish for that.
Yeah, he was like, you have 2
Oh.
wishes left. And he's like, technically didn't wish for it, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch. I'm the fucking genie.
His mouth drops. He's like, fuck, he got me.
Yeah, he was pissed. I would be too. I wouldn't like to be got like that.
I mean, in this, Aladdin's pretty nice to the genie. I don't know if I'd be
Treats
that
him
mad.
well.
I'd be like, fuck, you got me there, bud.
Yeah. And anyway,
But
we learn that. What do we learn? We learn that genies.
is there a lesson in this movie?
There's some lessons. You got to be your.
Don't
I think
trust
the,
a guy that's like, throw me the thing first.
Well, I think the biggest lesson in this movie, Lane, is that you got to be yourself, or else girls won't like you. Honestly, that is the lesson. Girls don't like it when you fake because they can tell.
I mean, if you're a real weird fucking dude, maybe you should fake it a little.
I hear you, but that's not the lesson that this film was going.
You ever watched iCarly?
I did.
Watch that shit? You remember that guy that was into Beanie Babies?
Yeah, I do.
That guy should have had that shit. That guy should have hid that shit until like he had married the woman. Like I'm talking.
No,
he
but
should have.
here's the thing.
He should have held that shit until the very end.
A guy who likes Beanie Babies might be considered weird by like normal society, like by yours or my standards, but like
To his society, to the
no,
Beanie Baby society,
he could
he's
find a
fine.
chick who likes Beanie Babies.
I mean, you can.
Chicks are just like us. They all have a lot of
Yeah,
chicks have weird interests too.
They're probably not as hot
Yeah.
as he was though, and
who
not
cares?
as successful.
Yeah,
I would care a
Who would
little. I'd
care?
be like, I don't
Yeah.
want this fat schmuck that like works at McDonald's for the rest of their life,
there's hot chicks who like
just because
Beanie
they like
Babies.
Beanie Babies like me.
There's hot weird chicks.
Yeah, there's hot
Weird chicks are often hot.
I
in
dare you to
fact.
find one into Beanie Babies.
I probably could.
Fucking dare you.
Probably, maybe not. You know, on
If there are any
the spur
hot
of the
chicks
time.
that are into Beanie Babies listening right now,
All right, if there's any hot chicks in Beanie Babies, then I'm gonna ask you to slide me your digits, girl.
Slide me them
Trying to get in them
digits.
guts. Anyway,
if you old enough to cross the street, you ready for the? No, I'm kidding.
what else happened? Oh yeah, this
Um,
is the big part of the movie. Is that they travel back to Agrabah, and Aladdin's wish is that he wants to be a prince.
hmm
And I'm not a big plot holes guy. I don't really care about plot holes. But this is
Don't you fucking? Are you bringing up the thing I showed you?
no. I'm
Oh,
just
okay,
saying.
I was like-
it's- well, that was funny. But no. My big issue is the fact that Aladdin wishes to be a prince, right?
Yeah.
Genie doesn't really make him a prince.
No, he just makes him a dude with a lot of money.
He gives him like money
He
and
turns
it,
his
like
monkey into an
makes
elephant.
people like kind of like him, but he doesn't. And he just gives him like a nicer wardrobe.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
He basically does a like queer eye for the straight guy on him
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
exactly what he did.
of what he does.
That's exactly what he
I'm
did.
sorry, if Aladdin is a prince, then that means he has like, you know, royalty parents.
Yeah, he has a kingdom behind him.
Kingdom. He's got
Yeah,
like
they never asked that when he came up.
Yeah.
They're like, what kingdom are you from? They
Actually,
never asked that,
Jafar
which
does.
is usually where a prince comes from. Oh, he did?
Jafar does, but that's because he was suspicious.
Because he's the smart guy.
Well, because he's smart. and
He's
everybody
definitely the
else is
smartest
dumb.
one in that castle of 3 people.
Yeah, actually, why aren't there more people in that house?
The guy doesn't have like a queen or anything. It's just the dad, the daughter, and then the fucking snake bitch. What is he? He's I don't know what the
Jafar.
fuck he is. No, but what is he?
He's a
He's-
sorcerer. Oh, he's
Okay.
the advisor.
He's the
to
advisor,
king.
that's what-
That's
yeah.
what he's technically.
He's the king's advisor,
Yeah.
or the sultan's advisor in this.
Right. Exactly. And well, the sultan's basically the king.
Whatever. I don't know. There
Nobody's
might
gonna
be
get mad at you if you get that one wrong.
fucking. I'm sorry. I'm used to the white English shit where they call them kings.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to re-educate yourself, man, because in this movie they be motherfucking sultans.
Listen, I don't have much education.
Actually, you do. You were an engineering major for like 4 years.
I know about gravity, but
Anyway, what else am I saying? I guess I'm saying that Aladdin does some fuck shit where he tries to get Jasmine to like him, and
Yeah.
she starts to fall for him.
yeah,
She
but she
realizes-
thinks it's him. She
Well,
thinks
she realizes because they met earlier.
yeah.
And
She's like, I think I recognize you, aren't you?
"Aren't you that commoner with the good
the big dick
And I meant he's like,
with the massive
and it's like,
donkey
dude,
cock.
she wanted to like fuck you when she thought you were poor.
No, yeah, he played it off cool, like,
Yeah.
no, dude, I've been a prince my whole life, and
Yeah.
she like clearly doesn't like that, and he just keeps digging into that for some reason.
Exactly. It's like she wants a
Like
poor
she just
dude.
keeps digging that hole,
I don't really get why he.
and then he's,
Aladdin, for as hot a guy as he is, he really does not have game.
no, he's
Honestly.
retarded.
Well, he does in the part where they're like in his like loft,
Yeah, when he was forced to be himself,
He
which
was
is the
being
poor
himself,
fuck he is.
but then he's like, "Oh, nobody's gonna like me." He's just like an insecure.
He's
insecure
very
because
insecure
he's
about his
poor, and
wealth,
it's like,
yeah.
come on, dude, invest in some Bitcoin.
Invest in
We can
some
fix this for you.
Have you
right
heard
now.
of Ethereum?
I'm sorry, Aladdin. Buy some NFTs. They're only
Jesus
going
Christ.
up in value.
Make an NFT. People will bid on them.
Exactly. I mean,
What are you doing?
You know, at the very least, try and get a SoundCloud career going. You know, you got to start doing something.
Yeah,
you
I
can't be
mean-
living in this.
I mean,
like,
did you hear
poorhouse
his
your whole
singing
life.
voice? You could definitely do something on SoundCloud. Come on.
Dude, you would.
Yeah.
Yes, half of that is presentation. You
But
can
no.
flex, baby.
But no, he's a poor bitch,
And he thinks nobody's gonna
And-
like him because he's poor.
and he just tries to hide that, and she doesn't like that. But he takes her on a magic carpet ride. She falls in
They
love
like
with
it.
him.
Yeah. That's why I say that the message of this film is be yourself. Because
Yeah,
Aladdin, when
okay.
he,
I can see why you would say that's the message of the film. I guess
Mhm.
I can see that, but I also think that's a bad idea.
do you ever listen?
Never be yourself.
Well, I disagree with you, Lane.
Don't
I think
ever
you're
do that.
hiding. I think you're hiding like a deep, dark version of yourself that you don't let anybody see.
Never be yourself.
What I'm
They
trying to
will judge
tell
you for
audience-
shitting behind bushes because you enjoy it.
What I'm trying to tell Lane right now is
It-
that he can be himself around me. I am myself around everybody, and I get a lot of shit for it. But you know what else?
Yeah.
I'm also deeply unhappy and miserable.
Well, you know what? You want to know something about what happened last night?
What?
Okay, so last night, me and Avery here, we were at a comedy open mic. We do stand up comedy. We're not amazing yet, but we're
Oh,
trying.
speak for yourself. I'm literally
Okay,
this
I'm
generation's
amazing.
Richard Pryor.
I'm sorry. I was trying
I'm
to. I was averaging us. I would say I'm amazing. Avery's just like meh. But
I'm just getting my footing, bro. I'm trying.
now you're going back to what I was trying to
I'm
say.
trying.
We're like we're just getting our
We're
footing.
just
But
getting our shit going.
But right before I go on stage, right before this guy that was wearing a shirt that just had like the Snickers logo, you know, the fucking snack
Snickers
food, the
logo.
candy, and just so he just looked like a real dad. He had like the New Balances on and the khakis that were like puffy.
Yeah.
Like everything about him screamed old man, and he had a Snickers shirt on, which is what the host really dug into because that guy wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he was being fucking annoying.
Yeah, he's being loud and annoying as shit. So the host, you know, fucking started jabbing him, and it got elevated. This guy got out of his chair. He was pissed.
He's pissed.
He was getting ready to run up on
Like
stage.
4 guys from well, you could.
Well, he actually did walk up to the stage, but it was hilarious because he walked like such an old dude, like his legs were stapled together or something.
Mhm.
Like he walked like he couldn't move his knees, and then, and then the host brings me on stage, and I make one more jab at the tiger. I go, if I make this jab, this guy's gonna lose his shit. If I just do it right at the beginning of the set, and sure enough, all I say is, I'm sorry the host was fucking with you so much. He's not him when he's hungry. Everyone fucking dies. He loses his shit. Security, there's like 5 dudes that don't even work for security are securing this dude.
Yeah, people were like holding him back. No, he was like going. He was like, "Come get it, white boy! Come get it, white
Is that
boy!"
what he was saying?
He was like yelling that shit. He was like, "Come get it, white boy!"
I encourage that cripple ass to come on stage and fight me. But no, he seems.
Yeah.
He literally.
That would have made it a weird night.
It would have been.
Lane.
I've been wanting that to happen at some point where I piss somebody off so much that like they come on stage and they
I will
start
say
fighting.
you're not you when you're hungry thing. That was really funny.
But what the fuck was I getting at with this? Oh yeah, that was me being me on stage. Was like jabbing somebody and just
Sure.
the like I've tried to get more into that lately, where like I roast some people and it doesn't always go great. Like the last time with Jeremiah, like that didn't go great.
Exactly. Well,
But
hey, these things happen, but you also got a big laugh when you were being yourself.
oh no, I enjoyed that. The
Exactly.
fact my set was only like 2 minutes long because of that guy, but it was the best 2 minute set I've ever had.
Exactly. So, were we talking about Aladdin?
Yeah, we were
We were
talking about
the movie
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
The fucking what part were we at?
Listen, you've seen this movie. You know how Aladdin ends. He frees the genie.
Well,
They
the guy gains ultimate power. He wishes himself
Jafar.
to be a genie like an idiot.
Yeah,
And,
that wasn't that.
And then Aladdin's like, haha, you're an idiot. Genies always get trapped in bottles, and the
Right.
bottle just like appears for him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, he's not that. Jafar was very well. That's his problem, is that he had an ego.
his
problem
ego is way too high for
for being who he was. That being said, I think Jafar was still probably the smartest person in this movie.
For sure, dude. He was definitely the smartest person in this film. He was the only one that was like truly well. Okay, it's one you can be conniving and not be smart,
Yeah,
but he was conniving and smart.
he had a scheme. He always had a scheme. He had
He
a
always had
backup
something
plan.
up his sleeve.
Exactly, which is, I mean, not what you want in like a friend
Yeah.
necessarily, but
No,
in
you
like a
don't want-
villain. Yeah,
That guy didn't have the only friend he had was a parrot, and that's why.
that's true. I don't like people who scheme.
Yeah. You know
I
that
don't
just
like
tells
hanging
me
around them.
birds are conniving.
Yeah,
He was friends with a
Birds
bird.
are- well, parrots.
Yeah, you think
It's just a
parrots
parrot.
specifically?
I tell you what. Yeah, that guy's already doing an impression of. I tell you what. If he
Yeah.
the fucking parrot from Aladdin, I also did Affleck. The Affleck guy.
Yeah, the Affleck guy. He is the Affleck guy.
Affleck. The fucking parrot. What if they just drop one fuck in Aladdin?
Dude, that guy being the voice actor, if he was that duck for Affleck, he would just like you would just hear him curse every time you
He
like
was
got
the
in an
guy
accident.
from Affleck.
No, but like
The bird.
if he literally was. If
Yeah.
he was it wouldn't be the PG version of what
Sure.
the insurance. If it was him, he'd be like you get in a car accident, he'd be like, "What? You're in a car?" Like he'd just start
Actually-
flipping shit. He'd be like, "God damn it."
It's actually very hard to do his voice.
I can't do his voice at all.
That's not even his natural speaking voice. He like
I mean, okay, I've heard him talk in podcasts. Him doing that voice is just him yelling. Like, yeah, it's not his
This is
normal
him
speaking
screaming.
voice, but it's
Yeah.
just him like elevating his volume.
to fucking 11.
It is definitely like his natural voice in terms of how he sounds,
Exactly. Yeah.
which is I don't even I feel like the
He's
parents
married. He's been married for like 30 years.
Do you ever think like when they get in fights and he's like trying to make up, she's just like, "Shut the fuck! I don't want to hear your parent ass anymore."
Probably. A
It's
little
like
bit.
I would. I don't know. I think I'd probably get annoyed with his voice after a while.
I would too. But I would appreciate the Affleck money. I'll say that much.
The Affleck,
The
money.
Affleck
all that
money.
insurance
Oh,
dosh.
yeah. We getting that Affleck money, motherfucker.
You pay your insurance over $100 a month. You haven't been in an accident in 3 years. You don't think he's getting some insurance dosh?
He's paid out.
Oh yeah.
He's good. What else about Aladdin? I mean, I don't know. I think this movie basically boils down to two things. It's got some, as to why it works for me, it's got some fun action stuff. It's got Robin Williams. And I'll do a third. I do like stories of like, oh, the poor guy wants to fuck the rich girl, but
Yeah.
is it gonna
There's a lot
happen?
of stories like that.
That's why I like Titanic.
Yeah. Wait,
Right.
was Leonardo DiCaprio like a poor boy or something?
He was poor in
I
that
never saw the movie.
No, it's good, but he's poor in that movie. He's like poor as fuck. He wins the Titanic tickets in a poker game, and he gets
Really?
on the ship and he's like fucking the rich girl, and it's like,
Damn,
nice.
dude, what a life.
Nice, yeah, but then he dies.
Ah, fuck.
I'm not spoiling
No,
Titanic
I knew
for you.
that. I knew
movie's been
that.
out
I
like
knew that. I had no idea.
Came out 20 years ago.
I had no idea at the end where he was like, "Hey, there's just a little bit of room on the board. Can I get up there?" And she's like, "No."
It's like saying, dude, don't spoil Star Wars for me. I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to get to it, bro.
Bro, don't do it. Anyway, no, okay. I think what Aladdin like boils down to, in my opinion, is if you can do parkour, you can get any hot slut you want.
She didn't like him because he did parkour, though. She
I
liked
think
him
that was a
because he
big
was
part
a
of it.
chill dude.
I think it was the fact that he did parkour really well.
Did she even see him doing parkour?
Yeah. He was running around with her, right?
Well, he did save her from getting her. Oh,
Yeah,
that was one part.
Yeah, didn't she see
remember
some
this
parkour?
part. Well, I didn't remember this part from when I was a kid, but the guy.
Parkour makes pussy wet. PPP. Wait,
No, it doesn't.
Pussy,
Girls are like
PPW.
if you tell a girl like, "Oh, dude, come to this industrial park. I'm gonna do some parkour." They're like, "Okay."
Hold
They
on,
sit
no.
there,
It's more like come to this campus where they have weird stairs.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come watch me jump off of things, and they're like, I might be busy that day.
I just don't know if I can watch you die for
No
your
offense.
YouTube channel with 300 subscribers.
I actually think me and my girlfriend are like getting Chick-fil-A that day, and it's like, oh, but it's a Sunday, and then they're like, yeah, so sorry.
God.
I'm kind of sorry. Anyway, all I'm gonna say though is that, yeah, there's a part where Jasmine's in she's in the marketplace. She steals an apple for some little kid or something, and the guy grabs her within 3 seconds.
He was like, "I will cut your arm off."
He's trying to cut her arm off
for a fucking apple. The dude's like, "I will fucking cut." Which apparently in Saudi Arabia, I hear that's kind of how the laws are.
Well, yes, but
am I wrong in that?
No,
I don't know much
Saudi
about. I live in America. I don't know shit about the outside world.
Saudi Arabia is very fucked up. I try to keep up with the news, and that's what it says on
Yeah.
news.com.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
You
Saudi
steal a
Arabia,
pencil and they kill an American.
Saudi Arabia has fucked up laws. It's like, dude, I didn't know that.
You get some hippies that are like, dude, we had spring break and we thought we'd go to Saudi Arabia, and now we've getting ready to get our heads cut off. Like, why are you getting ready to get your heads? Because my girlfriend showed her ankles and I was smoking pot.
Yeah, but America loves Saudi Arabia because they have oil, literally. But
I think that's. I mean, never mind. I was gonna say that's what keeps us from getting like any American that goes there from getting their heads cut off.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'll say. One last thing. Well, this isn't related to Aladdin. You want to know something I found out recently? Okay, so speaking on the topic of foreign nations and things that I find interesting, we all know that America has 300 million people, right? Roughly, and China has like 1 billion people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have. Wait, you said 300 million?
We have like roughly 300 million.
I think we're pushing.
Give or take.
I'll say like 400 million, but fucking keep going.
No. I think
we're getting into the specifics of this.
Either way, China has 1 billion people.
Yeah.
And like that's a lot. But guess
most of them men.
Guess how much? Okay, guess what the population of the most populated city in the United States is.
Oh, dude, I know what you're about to get into. It's like, I don't know, 30 million.
No, in the U.S., it's 8 million.
The most populated city is 8 million?
In the
and
U.S.,
theirs is like 110 million or some shit.
Well, in China, okay, the most populated city in the U.S. is New York City, and it's got 8 million people. The most populated city in China is this place called like Changduang. I think that's Changduang. And it's got 32 million people, which is 4 times the amount. Have you ever been to New York?
Yeah, but okay, no, I haven't been to New York. I've been to like Tokyo, which is like Japanese New York.
I think Tokyo has a bigger population than New York too. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like, how are there that many people living in fucking Chongqing or something?
No, I was about to say like.
I didn't hear about that city until today.
If with that many fucking people, nerves have to be running high.
Yeah.
Because, like, people are assholes in New York with 8 million. Chinese
people are generally pretty. I mean,
I've heard this.
This is a generalization, but I feel like Chinese people, generally speaking, are pretty respectful of other people's distance. It's good. They have the whole, like, Asian thing of, like, we respect each other.
I think, for one, it's hard to know what actually goes on in China because they're not truth tellers. Well, as Josh from Drake and Josh would say, they're not truthers.
Sure.
Okay, but.
Did he say that about China in that show?
No. Yeah, he was talking about China. He's like, I ain't calling you a truth to China.
Josh, me and the band are trying to go to China. I wouldn't go there, Drake. They're not truthers.
They're not truthers.
They're lying.
They
started COVID.
They kill Uyghurs, Drake.
They kill Uyghurs and they started COVID.
They kill Wieners, Josh? No, Uyghurs.
I'm just trying to go perform for Xi Jinping, bro.
I'm trying to go perform. before my soft rock for
Yeah.
for Xi
Yeah,
Jinping.
for Xi Jinping. He invited me.
My 90s
He's a
kid
big
rock.
fan. We get the Xi Jinping right now. Oh, Drake and
Oh, I've
Josh.
heard much like
Drake and
this.
Josh is funny show. Oh, yes.
God, this is so racist.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Good thing that we put that.
That we're not Asian,
We put that
right?
disclaimer
Good
at the
thing.
beginning of the episode, saying that this is a dated piece of media
No.
and it doesn't reflect our current
I
values.
thought we would just go along with what this movie was, which was a racist piece of shit, you know?
Listen, I'm gonna be fully realistic right now. Fuck Aladdin. All my homies hate Aladdin. I got shooters looking out for Aladdin. You racist.
Looking out for him, like
I
he
got
shows up, they're gonna
I got
kill him.
shooters on the street. If Aladdin walks outside, it's you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not saying. I mean, no disrespect,
gun.
but I'm gonna fuck you up, Aladdin, for being a racist caricature of the proud Middle Eastern people. Anyway,
Wow. Anyways, all right. So that's a call out to Aladdin.
it's a call out to Aladdin. You know,
That's punishable.
talk your shit, boy. But when I
That's
see you, it's
punishable
on
by the
sight.
government for making a call to violence. But all right.
Well, good thing we don't live in China.
No, that's American laws. You fuck.
Well, good thing Aladdin is not a real person.
Yeah, good thing. There's like one guy named Aladdin. He's like fucking.
He's
guys,
like, fuck.
fucking guys.
Avery's gonna bring the
Can't go to
hood.
Tuscaloosa now.
Avery's bringing the whole hood for me. Nah, kid.
The fuck was I talking about? I can't remember now. You got
I
me
don't
off
fucking
topic.
remember. Oh, wait, sorry. I started talking about China.
Why were we
For
talking
no
about
reason.
China? Fuck, I have no idea where we were.
Something about. Can I hit that?
Yeah, go for it, brother.
This is a very professional podcast. As you can tell, I'm
Yeah,
asking to hit a vape in the middle of it.
yeah. No, we like to swap spit, and the best way to do it is through a disgusting.
Well,
vape.
we might be living together next year. You know, you gotta
That's true.
start bonding. You know.
Yeah, no.
I
Soon
mean
we'll be
chemically.
soon we'll be sharing like spoons and stuff.
Exactly, bro.
We'll be sharing underwear.
Brave new world. We'll be sharing a whole wardrobe. I'll be wearing your digs.
Yeah.
Gonna get a haircut.
We're gonna
to look
share
like
each other's
you.
beds.
Listen, you've met my friend Johnny. When I'm friends with someone, I try my best to look exactly like them.
Oh fuck!
So
God,
I'm
it's just
have
gonna be
to-
two dudes wearing jean jackets
exactly.
and sweatpants.
Exactly. Pulling up to comedy like, yo, it's Avery
This is
and
literally
Lane.
how I plan on like looking for tonight. Like
I mean, that's how you look, literally.
sweats and a jean
Yeah.
jacket.
I actually should. I'm gonna go change my shoes. It's cold out. I don't want to wear fucking chacos and be standing outside.
This man wears chacos like fucking. Are they chacos or chacos?
No, they're chacos. but
Chacos?
People, listen. Everybody shits on me for wearing chacos.
It's
If you
'cause they're
have you
the
ever worn them,
ugliest. No.
dude? You've not experienced comfort.
Listen, I wear my Jesus slides all the time, and those are pretty comfortable. So I get it to a point, but
Yeah.
also, I wear the slides because they're less uglier than chacos. What the
Chacos
fuck
aren't
you
that
doing with
ugly.
Chaco? They're so ugly.
Listen, it's not like I'm wearing those things that were there for a while where it's like
You are a fat soccer
Foam.
mom.
I'm not a fat soccer
You are a
mom.
fat soccer
You're
mom for
looking at
wearing
me right now.
chacos. I'm
I'm
looking
not
at you,
fat.
and
I'm
you're a
wearing
fat
skinny
soccer mom.
jeans, literally.
If I
I'm
could
not
hold a mirror
fat.
up to you, you would just be like, "Oh my god, I'm a fat soccer mom."
Dude, don't call me fat, bro. Don't call me fat. I'll fucking go off.
I'll fucking,
I'll fucking
I'll-
go off.
I'll pop off.
Dude, I'll fucking pop off on you, mate. Don't call me fat.
I'll fucking
Don't call
break a
me fat,
bottle over
bruv.
your head, bruv.
When British people try to be threatening, I can't.
I'm like, what's the best thing you have? A butter knife?
Yeah, they don't even have
Like
guns
you don't.
over
You're
there.
not allowed to have guns.
They have knives.
You're not
Which
scary.
honestly though, I'd be pretty scared if anybody pulled a knife on me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you don't want to get stabbed.
That'd be
Like anybody pulls a
yeah.
knife on me, I'm probably bolting. I'm probably running because I don't want to get stabbed.
Well, because that's the thing is like if
Depends.
they pull a gun on you, they know. I mean, they're gonna try and shoot you in the head because they know that like.
Not always. They probably most people
Yeah,
just
but they
go
don't
for
want
the
you to-
chest because that's easier. It's
But they
way
don't want
easier
you to
than hitting the
ID
head.
them.
I mean,
They don't want any chance that you might live. Whereas with a knife, you might live. So
Have you
it's,
shot a
it's
pistol
gonna
before?
hurt. I have shot a pistol. Yeah, it's been a while.
So you
though.
know, like, well, have you shot a pistol that has like a good enough amount of kick to it, not like a 22?
It's been a while. I've shot multiple different types of guns. I've been
Okay.
hunting and I've been to a gun range. and
I've
shit.
shot some, what are they fucking, like a 40 cal pistol, and if it's a pistol that's not anything like above like a 22 and it has some kick to it, then you'd be surprised how easy it is to miss.
Yeah.
So people always just go for like the general shape of the person. They always just end up hitting him in like the shoulder or the chest or whatever, which by the way still probably gonna kill you if you hit him right in the fucking chest, hit him in the lung or in the heart.
Right.
Like anywhere in this area, real problem if it gets in there.
Right. Well, hey, I'm not a great writer, is the thing. I'm not a very. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm not a good shot.
Yeah.
Is what I meant to say. I'm not a good. Am I on crack right now? I'm not a good shot. I'm not a particularly good shot. Yeah. I can't shoot for shit really, but I don't know. I feel like if I were close enough to someone, I could like from here. I could hit you in the head.
That's why I own a shotgun, because it's hard to miss.
Dude, you want to go out in the woods one day and just like shoot at things?
Dude, that's what I do when I go to my grandfather's.
Excuse me.
He literally
Hello,
lives-
Lane's grandfather.
He lives
Take
in,
me. Yeah,
he lives in the woods in Jasper, Alabama, and we
Let's just go
fucking
shoot shit.
Just shoot shit.
That sounds like a good weekend.
I'm telling way too much information on this podcast. You're gonna triangulate who I am and how to find me.
No offense, but
Who
how
is
many
gonna do
people?
that?
Who many people?
Yeah,
how
who's
many
gonna do
people
that?
listened to the last episode?
0.
I
my
give this
friend.
10 years before people discover this and put us on like.
I mean, I told you I give it
Yeah.
6 months before we get like 10 consistent views or whatever.
Mhm. I'm trying to start a YouTube channel of my own, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
super.
Trying to review movies, which is
Yeah.
kind of what we're doing, but in our comedic.
Well, not really.
We're just giving a synopsis. It's not a review.
This is not a review, really.
This is not something you'd see like in a journal.
Yeah.
Like,
The review of Aladdin. And half of it's like, dude, how many
This-
people do they even have in China? Dude, like,
It's-
you want to go shoot guns
You wanna
sometime?
go shoot guns in the
Fuck
woods
yeah,
now?
bro. Let's do it.
this podcast just sounds like two dudes that listen to way too much Joe Rogan, and we're like, let's make our own podcast.
Dude, like we could be the next Joe Rogans.
We could be the next Rogans.
like just like. Here's the thing, though. I actually really like Rogan because he's like just a dumb guy who's really curious. He just loves
That's-
listening to stories.
He reminds me of he reminds me of me. He reminds me of like how I was as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I admire the fact that he still has his level of curiosity as an adult, because like for me, growing up, it has dwindled. Like the amount of curiosity I have to just learn. Like when I was a kid, did you ever like go to the library and check out 4 books about sharks?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. That level of curiosity is lost on me now. Like I don't
Well, you're not curious about sharks, really.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's more about Bitcoin now,
Yeah.
but
Nowadays, you kind of everybody just sort of once you reach like 20 years old, you kind of just start focusing in on one thing that you really
yeah,
like,
you
and you
realize,
ignore everything else.
knowing all those facts about giraffes like is not interesting conversation at the bar.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Bitcoin, dude, go to the bar. You start
you
talking
just,
about the
I just
value
throw a
of
girl my
Ethereum.
Bitcoin like balance, my Bitcoin wallet balance, and she immediately gets in the Uber. She's like, I got us an Uber to go to your place. I'm like, how did you know my address? She's like, it's in your Bitcoin wallet. I found it.
Do you own any like AMC or like GameStop stock?
I own both of those. I own those two. I also own Neo, some Dogecoin, some fucking what else do I own? I don't remember.
Yeah, just let's put this information out on the air.
No, it's not. It's only can see on this fucking screen, but it's not even. We're not even recording this screen, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
True.
But yeah, just GME, AMC, and Neo. some
Nice.
Doge.
Well, you got in there, man. Congrats. Gonna be
Yeah,
a
bro.
wealthy man someday.
Hopefully,
Hopefully.
if I put enough of my shekels into random companies that redditors tell me to gamble on.
Exactly. My friend Johnny, he and I were talking the other day, and he was just like, honestly, if you just follow the right people on like Twitter to get advice from, you could like never work a day in your life and just invest in the right places. And I was like, it's honestly nice.
The funny thing about that is, and I can tell you this from the fact that I do that, I follow people that tell me like give me ideas of what they're doing, what they're looking for. They don't often, unless you pay for that information, like tell you exactly what they're doing. They may be like, "Oh, I'm investing in this company," but what they didn't tell you they did was they sold all their shit in this other thing so that they could do that, and then like you're like left holding the bag on that other thing, and then it shoots down in value. Like you have to play your cards close to your chest in these games, and they don't give you all the information. You have to make some gambles on your own.
Yeah, you don't want to follow a long shot, Louis.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bitcoin has a lot to do with Aladdin because Agrabah had a great economic system that is very similar to how Bitcoin is today and how it's changing the world for the better.
Yeah, the genie was just like, creating shit out of thin
Exactly.
air, and that's basically
And
Bitcoin, right? It's just out of thin air.
and we're all gonna go live on Mars, like with Elon Musk, after the air on Earth becomes unbreathable.
Yeah, people think I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm buying my ticket to Mars.
Buying your ticket to Mars.
It's gonna take Bitcoin to get there.
Exactly. Well, a great way to end the
Yeah, I
end
feel
the
like
Aladdin discussion. Anyway, Lane,
Yeah.
what would you give Aladdin out of 10 stars?
Ooh, I'd give it like 6 or 5, maybe.
I'd give it 7.
5.5.
I'd give it 7 stars. I like it.
Yeah,
I wasn't even expecting to like it, and
It's
I
just
kind of
not
ended
a-
up liking it.
it's one of those movies where like one character is what made it funny to me, and then the whole story is rather like I'm just kind of bored.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What is your, and you don't have to have an answer immediately, but what is your favorite movie?
Oh fuck.
What's the one you just watch and you're like, I love this?
I mean, there's movies I love. I don't know what my favorite movie is, but like, okay, here's the first movie that came just to the top of my head. It's not like my all-time favorite movie or anything. I
Okay.
don't even know what that would be, but a movie that comes to the top of my head is This Is the End.
Oh, the Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah, that movie's fucking hilarious, and I think
Nice.
that's because I always like lean towards comedic movies more so. But
Sure. My favorite Seth Rogen, actually one of my favorite comedies ever, is Superbad.
yeah, that's
I love
everyone
Superbad.
loves Superbad.
It's really good.
The writing in that is fucking amazing.
I
Like,
love that movie. And I can never tell if I'm more of a Michael Cera or a Jonah Hill, but I think it's great.
hey, would you rather? Okay, actually, no. Perfect, because there's 3 of them. All right, there's Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, and fucking McLovin. I can't remember his name, so I'm calling McLovin.
Sure.
You gotta kill, marry, fuck, go.
Well,
Come on.
I would marry Michael Cera because he's nice. And
Yeah,
he's
okay.
chill and he's a good dude. Probably kill. I'd probably kill McLovin, honestly, because he's ugly. I don't want to fuck that guy. And I guess I'd fuck Jonah Hill. You know.
The guy that probably has a hard time wiping his entire ass cheek.
Yeah.
He leaves some left.
Jonah Hill's pretty skinny now.
Well, he is now, but like when he was
when he
that,
made
like
that,
you
he-
think
no,
he
he
was
was not.
like
Yeah,
capable of wiping his entire butt cheeks? No.
Hard to say. He was a millionaire. Anyway.
All right. I would fuck. I think I would. Man, that's a tough one. I feel like I would marry Jonah Hill just because it'd be like a bro marriage. Like we
Sure.
we wouldn't fuck each other. We'd just be 2 dudes prowling at the bars together. Like that'd be our marriage is just like,
Hell
being
yeah.
best friends.
Me and my husband at the
Yeah.
bars trying to get pussy.
Yeah,
You know
just
what I'm
prowling,
saying?
right?
Me and my
then-
legal husband.
And then I'm gonna have to fuck McLovin, just
Fuck
because
McLovin? He's ugly though.
he's not a great looking dude. But I'll tell you what, I'd rather fuck him than the Skeletor that is Michael Cera.
I like Michael Cera. He's been in a lot of good movies.
Yeah, I just feel like there'd be a little less cushion for the pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Yeah.
I wasn't really thinking about who had the biggest ass.
No, that's definitely
when I
Jonah
was-
Hill. Jonah Hill
when I
definitely
was
has the cushion.
factoring this in.
Jonah Hill definitely has the
You can't say you'd
caboose.
rather fuck McLovin than fucking Michael Cera. I'm gonna fight you on this. This is not. This is not the correct.
This is not correct. It's my opinion. That's
Doesn't
what
matter. This
That's
is
how opinions work.
the wrong opinion to have about this.
Okay, give me your reasoning.
Reasoning. Well, I wouldn't want to.
I gave you my reasoning. Michael Cera's a fucking Skeletor, man, and his face. He has no. Okay, you know every like physical masculine thing a man can have.
Yeah.
Michael Cera has 0.
But if you fuck him, that's like you're fucking a chick.
Fair, I guess.
Okay,
But,
exactly.
But so is McLovin, like fucking a chick.
Well, I would marry Michael Cera because he's nice, and I would get really fucking bored. I would get annoyed with Jonah Hill. I can already tell because he and I are kind of similar in that we get pissed about the same shit.
Oh fuck, you got a point. I feel like he'd be such a slob, and I would
He
hate
would be
that.
annoying. He'd be annoying to
Fuck,
live
dude.
with. Yeah,
I hate.
you'd have a good
slob.
time once a week when you were like out at the bars and shit.
Yeah.
But living with him,
Yeah.
you'd be like, pick up your fucking shit right now, and he'd be like,
Yeah.
fuck off. He would
Exactly.
get pissed. McLovin, I mean, he's got the fake ID, but he doesn't have that many other great
Fuck,
attributes.
you made me rethink my rankings.
Exactly. See, I'm the king.
You
of
brought
this.
up how Jonah Hill would be a fucking annoyance.
Wouldn't be great to live
like
with.
most of the time.
Michael Cera is neat. right?
No, we talk. Wait, hold on. Jonah Hill is in like as his character, or as like him
As
as
his
a person.
character. I'm sure
okay,
he's
good.
neat
Because
in
him
real
as a
life.
person, he's probably a clean person.
Probably clean. Yeah, he's Jewish, but in the movie, he's very he's very much a slob, and I feel
Yeah.
like he would be like kind of hard to live
He
with.
would definitely be a fucking nightmare.
A little-
Dishes would
Would
never
enjoy.
like. We would have to get a Consuela because he would just
He would not
never
do it.
touch
Well,
the
I've
dishes.
seen I've seen your kitchen as it exists right now, and it
Dude,
is also quite messy.
You know who does the dishes?
Who?
This guy every fucking time.
Oof, I'm sorry.
But I mean, once in a blue moon they do it. I'll give him that. Anyhow, okay, so this is my new rankings. I would marry McLovin. I would marry McLovin.
You're just trying to have a different ranking than mine when you know.
I'm
deep
not
down-
trying to. I don't
you
like Michael
know-
Cera. I hate Michael Cera. Fuck
Why?
you. I want him dead.
You haven't seen Arrested Development.
I want him dead.
Anyway,
I've seen a lot of his movies. I actually like. No.
do you realize you're
Yeah, I
talking to Scott Pilgrim right now?
I was about to say I recently saw Scott Pilgrim and I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was very silly and funny.
It's pretty fun. Yeah.
I actually don't have anything against Michael Cera, but
Continue. I'm sorry.
but fuck him, right? Fuck him.
Fine. Fuck him.
So he's dead,
Okay.
and I guess I'm fucking Jonah Hill with that badonkadonk, that big ass of his.
I don't understand that logic, but it's fine.
Because I don't want to end up with him. I feel like McLovin would at least be like a clean dude that we could like go out to the bars and I wouldn't be annoyed with him.
All right. Okay, that's fine.
I feel like this is a good place to end.
You know what? I disagree with your ranking, but I respect it, and it had a lot to do with Aladdin. So anyway, that's the end of this week's. I don't know how.
Yeah,
often
this is
we're doing
this has
these-
been
this
Ginger and the
episode.
Snowman.
Ginger and the Snowman, which
I
is
think
our
that's-
new which is our
Yeah,
new
we're gonna
title.
call it that now.
Better than
Are you cool with that?
two dudes doing a podcast.
Yeah, I
or
like
whatever
it
the last
better
name
than
was.
two dudes.
Ginger and the Snowman. Yeah,
Ginger
that's
and the
good.
Snowman.
All right, well, talk to you next week, audience, our massive
Yay.
audience.
Goodbye.
Bye.